Hello everyone, ex-Wallkill Bethelite here. And when I was at Bethel, I would try to find a way to maximize my time, because as a Bethelite, you have a lot of extra duties you have to go to. You've got morning worship you got to go to. You have a schedule set up. And that schedule is supposed to help, but it just adds extra things you have to do on top of the fact that you still got to prepare for meetings. You got extra duties on top of your regular Bethel assignment. You got to try to make it out in service. Your hall, your Kingdom Hall is 45 minutes away. Like, it takes time away from a person who, me personally, I was used to staying on top of every watchtower. I was used to staying on top of my yearbook, my text, everything that could be read. And that's a lot for a Jehovah's Witness. I would read it. So when I was at Bethel, I tried to do the same thing, where I studied for every meeting, read my text in the morning before morning worship. I wanted to be on top of it. I didn't come to Bethel just to mess around. I came there to maximize my spirituality and to do as much as possible. So in trying to do that, you gotta try to figure out ways to get the most out of your time. And not just myself, but myself and other people figured out that you spend a lot of time in the halls walking from your room to morning worship, from morning worship all the way out to your assignment, from your assignment all the way out. My assignment was across the street. So your assignment all the way back across the street here. Like, you spend a lot of time walking in the halls. And I'm trying to stay on top of my reading, yearbooks, things like that. So I start off a day, I am busy. I read my text before morning worship. Go get myself ready. While I'm in the hall, I have my yearbook. And I'm reading my yearbook as I'm walking. And if you're a Bethelite, you're a routine. You're walking the same places, doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again. I almost didn't even need to look to see where I was going. I'm in the hall reading my yearbook on my way to morning worship, and I got a lot read. This seemed to be working. I get all the way to morning worship, put my yearbook and my text on the table, have breakfast, and then I'm reading my yearbook on my way to my assignment, which took me clear across the street. So I got a lot of reading done. I started to feel spiritual, on top of everything, constantly thinking about something watchtower oriented, because I'm constantly feeding my mind that. After work, I did the same thing, reading my yearbook on my way to lunch and on my way back from lunch. See, and then after work, and think about how busy I am. I'm constantly working or reading. And after work, I rushed to go get some dinner. They had some salad there. They had a bunch of garbanzo beans. And I used to load my salad up with garbanzo beans. And so I went outside to go eat and do more reading. I'm talking, I was determined that I was going to be just as spiritual in Bethel as I was before I got to Bethel. And in order to do that, I had to spend as much time as possible trying to get the same amount of reading I did before. And what ends up happening is I eat all these garbanzo beans in my salad, and I had a lot of salad dressing on there, and I have to use the bathroom, and it's one of those where you gotta take a dump. It's one of those where it hits you, and I'm walking down the hall reading my book, and when it hit me, I had to stop. I had to stop walking. It's one of those things where it hits you and you stop and you squeeze your ass cheeks together. Because if you do not, you may shit yourself right then and there. That's how bad it was. And I realized, man, I ain't been to the bathroom today. I've been trying to use every second, trying to get my reading in and stay on top of all the things that we had to read. So I hadn't even thought to use the bathroom all day. I had not used the bathroom all day that I could remember. From 6 a.m. in the morning, I'm rushing to get ready for morning. I'm just rushing all day. It had not came across my mind to stop and use the bathroom. So it hits me. It's like somebody just punches you in the butt cheeks. Bam! And you about to burst right there in the hallway. So I'm like, I got to take a, right now, back then I'm thinking I got to take a dump. Right now I'm thinking I had to take a shit. So I'm reading my book and I'm butt cheek squeeze walking through the hall trying to get to my room in the C-Res, and the C-Res ain't nowhere near. It's not by, if I remember correctly, the cafeteria was in the E residence. The C-Res is clear all the way around the other side. And I had to shit. I wasn't about to try to go find some side bathroom somewhere. I wanted to go to my room and sit down and spend some quality time shit. So I'm reading my yearbook, trying to hurry up. I get to the C-Res, and my mind is in this freaking yearbook. My mind is in this freaking yearbook. I'm trying to get all the, what we would call spiritual gems out of this book. And I end up walking into the wrong damn room. C-Res, a lot of it looks the same. Hell, a lot of the rooms look the same. My mind is just flooded. I got tons of stuff I got to do. I got duties I got to get done. I got to make sure, I got to go check my calendar to make sure I'm on top of all this stuff. And I'm nonstop trying to read to get all my quote unquote spiritual nourishment in. I'm trying to be a super Bethelite, and now I got to take a super shit. And I just walk into the room I thought was my room, and most people, from my understanding, don't lock their doors. I mean, had the door been locked out, I would have immediately knew, oops, it's wrong room. But, you know, my mind is, and I'm tunnel vision anyway. I'm generally focused on one thing at a time more than others. So I walk into the wrong damn room. And as I walk into the room, it's that feeling of, oh my God, I got a shit. Oh my God, I'm almost there. The toilet is right freaking there. I can't believe it. It's so great. I gotta get this shit out. Like it was gonna be one of those good ones. And I walk into the room and shit just felt odd as soon as I stepped in. And I turn around and the whole fucking outlay of the room is completely different. And there's somebody standing there and they're just mouth wide open. You know what I mean? And I do one of those numbers where I'm just completely embarrassed. I got my yearbook in my hand, and I do one of those numbers where, you know, this way is the bathroom, this way is the bathroom, this is the way out of the room. I do one of those where it's like I read my yearbook, I see I walked into the wrong damn room, and I do one of those. And I start going to my way. Well, I start heading out. Then I start heading back to the room. Then I start heading out. And I damn near grabbed my butt cheeks because I was about to shit my pants. You don't understand. I was about to shit my pants. I was walking in this person's room, and I do that little tap dance where you're about to go out, and then you just, fuck it, I gotta run to this bathroom. Then you're about to walk out, and then fuck it, I gotta run to this bathroom. And then you're about to walk out, and then it's like, fuck it, I gotta go to this bathroom or I will shit on the floor. I'm sure I was in the C residence, so I wasn't that far from my room, but I was not going to make it to my room. I'm talking, I was that busy. My mind was that focused on everything else. I didn't realize I had to shit till it was ready to flow. I end up walking into the person's bathroom, running in the bathroom. I damn near didn't get my pants down before I shat. I was this freaking close. This freaking close. I ran into the damn bathroom. I was embarrassed as all get out. I'm dancing. I'm literally jumping up and down, and I'm fighting with my belt to get my freaking pants loose. I get my pants loose, and I did that thing where you're pulling your pants down and you're sitting down at the same time. You pull down and you sit. You pull down and you sit at the same time, and shit started. Shit started coming out before my butt touched the seat of the toilet. I literally barely made it. If I would not have went into that person's bathroom, I would have shat myself in the fucking hallway at Bethel and never lived it down. Never lived it down. Bethelites have nothing to do. You don't have no money. You have nothing to do but talk about shit that you saw. So if you see somebody shit on themselves in the hallway, you will be the talk of Bethel. You will be the Bethel legend. You will literally be a legend at Bethel because it will make it to all the other facilities. It'll make it to Brooklyn and Patterson, and hell, it'd be at Warwick right now, where a man was walking with his yearbook in hand and literally took a shit in the middle of the damn hallway. Would have been everywhere. And things like that, as a Jehovah's Witness, they shun for anything. Things like that, yeah, I would have got pointed to, laughed at, and socially shunned the entire time I was at Bethel. So I went in there, I just blew it up. I blew that bathroom up. I took me kingdom shit in that bathroom. And I'm sitting here while I'm taking the shit trying to figure out, what the hell am I gonna say? What the hell am I gonna say? Am I gonna get in trouble? Like, I didn't know what the hell. I'd never done nothing like that before. I didn't know what was gonna go on. I didn't know if I was gonna freaking get in trouble. I'm in somebody else's room. Didn't say 2 words to him. I just did that little, almost did a damn near a dance where I tried to run out the room. My butt pulled me the other way towards the bathroom, so I head to the bathroom. Then the embarrassment, I started to head back out the room. My butt pulled me. No, sir, you're going to this toilet. And I'm in there taking a shit. So I go and I finish up my shit. And one of the things that was so embarrassing about that is it wasn't no fast shit. It was one of them shits where you sit down, you shit, and you don't feel like you're done shitting. Like your stomach has been holding this in for so long that once you shit, your stomach is like, no, sit your ass right there until we are sure that we done. My stomach literally told me, sit your ass Yeah, I don't care whose room it is. You're gonna shit up in here. So I went ahead, finished up that shit. And then after the shit, I didn't know what to do because I blew it up. I'm telling you, you would smell it for miles. They would smell that at fucking the hall at Pine Bush. You would smell it for miles. I blew it up. I'm talking, I was backed up from all day, and them garbanzo beans caused a nuclear reaction. The garbanzo beans in that salad. If you've been to Bethel, if you've been to Walk Hill, you know, I don't know, I'm sure they had at the other facilities also. You know about the salad, you know about them big old garbanzo beans that I didn't like at first, but I got used to it and I used to smash them bad boy. I'm in this bathroom. It smells horrible. I gotta go out and freaking say something to this person whose bathroom I'm in, and I go ahead, you know what I mean? Generously use some of the brothers' toilet paper, wash my hands, made sure, you know, this shit's about to get out. This shit's gonna get out. Everybody at Bethel's gonna talk about it, or he's gonna tell everybody, and it's gonna be everywhere. So make sure you do everything. Made sure cleaned up the toilet. Made sure I double flushed that bad boy. Probably triple flushed it. Washed my hands real good. Made sure I turned the faucets all the way on so he could hear. Wash. If you're gonna tell my business, you're gonna tell, yeah, he washed the bathroom up and washed his hands and everything. And I walk out, and all I hear is, dude, you in the wrong room. And then he starts to say something else. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just standing there, because I want to leave. But I don't want to just bust in the dude's room, shit in his bathroom, and then just walk out and not even look at him. Like, that's a little too gangster. I wasn't about to just be that gangster, like, dude, I'm shitting in your bathroom today. So I walk out after he's about to scold me. So all I hear is, dude. As soon as I walk out, dude, you know what I mean? Like, the hell are you doing? Type of a dude. You in the wrong room, ain't you? And then he's about to say something else. And I think that's when the smell hit him. And his freaking eyebrows were just quivering. Like, he just, dude, you know what I mean? It's just, his eyebrows was quivering and his lips were quivering. And he just like, you know what I mean? He turns away. And then I just apologize. And I walk out. And I no longer reading my yearbook in the hallway. Get to my room, and I sit there like I don't know what to do. I don't know who to tell about what happened. I don't know what to think about what happened. Here I am trying to be the spiritual Bethelite. And I'm thinking Jehovah's Spirit is all on me. Because I've been working for Jehovah, and I've been reading my yearbook, taking in this spiritual food. I've got to have freaking angels guiding me. And they guided me into the wrong fucking bathroom where I shat on some strange person's toilet who was in the C-Res. The same building. We called it Res, C building. The same building I lived in. Meaning I'm going to have to see this person at some point in the hallways. So for like 2 weeks, instead of going out of my room to get to morning worship and going down through the halls, I would go out of my room, go to the right, go down the stairs, go out the damn door. And I went to morning worship. I walked from outside to avoid the embarrassment of walking a long walk all the way down through the halls next to somebody who I did a home invasion and just shat in his toilet. I wanted to avoid that conversation. So I walked outside for like a solid 2 weeks. It may have been longer. So for like 2, maybe 3 weeks, when I was going to morning worship every morning, I don't think it made the walk longer. It actually made it nicer. I would head straight outside to the nearest door, go outside and walk to morning worship just to avoid not just seeing the person, but if he told people, I wanted to give them time for me to be out of sight, out of mind, and for them to be able to forget about it. I don't want them to put a face, he could describe me, but I didn't want them to put a face to the story of what this guy probably just told them. So that's not the only time something like that happened. And being really busy, and literally every minute you're nonstop busy trying to read your watchtower material while you're walking, while you're in between duties and things like that. I had to get ready to go to the hall. I had everything ready. I brought my clothes and left it in the locker room where I worked at, so I could take a shower, change into my clothes, have my my book bag. I did have a backpack as a Bethelite, but my book bag. And that way I have my stuff. I go to the dining room, get my food, eat it, ready to go, to the meeting. All that effort to make sure I get to the meeting on time. And man, that exact same feeling where it feels like you are holding 10 gallons of water in your butt is the feeling I had while I'm driving to the meeting. And I had other people in the car with me. And I couldn't fart, because if I'd have farted, it would have been like a water balloon bursting in the car. So I got to the hall, and I think I damn near, it's one of those things where you park the car and you're opening the door at the same time. Like, this bad boy is still rolling, and I'm getting out this bad boy. And I got out that car, went into the bathroom at the hall, and there was somebody at the stall next to me, and I couldn't care. I drove 40 minutes holding this in. I let it out. That shit probably damn near sparked Armageddon. If there was going to be an Armageddon, it'd happen after I shat in that Kingdom Hall. I mean, things like that, about Bethel, you don't hear about. You don't hear about how busy it is, to the point where you forget to go to the bathroom sometimes, and sometimes your body reminds you, and you got to go wherever it is you got to go. I wasn't the only person, because I've heard other people in the bathrooms shitting so loud that you can hear it in the hallways. Bethel was not that. The walls ain't that thick to block it. You hear people shit, and then they, you hear the and all that stuff. So 937-789-4029. We don't want to discuss that. Ex-Wallkill Bethelite signing out.